So in 1983, John Lintner, a Harvard professor, wrote a paper in which he proved adding managed futures to a portfolio improves the risk-adjusted return. And that's regardless of what one's risk preference is. This was considered a classic paper, and it's been referred to by many in the industry, but it hadn't been updated. And in 25 years, there had been a whole host of changes: electronic exchanges, more volume, more contracts, more strategies in the managed futures space. So because this was such a famous paper with such important ramifications, we felt that it was important to update the data and see if these observations were correct. Managed futures is a much wider area and spectrum of trading strategies than most people realize. Even some very, very sophisticated investors have a misconception about what managed futures are. A lot of institutional investors think of managed futures as yesterday's trend follower. And while trend following is definitely still a core part of the managed futures universe, many of these trend followers have excellent risk controls in place and top-notch research teams in place that make them extremely different than trend followers from yesteryear. So the Lintner paper, all the statistics show adding managed futures improves one's portfolio in terms of the risk-adjusted return. What one also has to take into consideration, and this shifts the favor even more to managed futures, is liquidity, the value of liquidity. Liquidity has been underestimated by so many institutional investors, and that caused a lot of the pain. When something is exchange traded, there are no valuation issues, there are no accounting issues. Counterparty risk is extremely low. All of this is untrue when you're dealing with highly illiquid instruments. And those hedge funds that aren't trading in the liquid spectrum of exchange traded instruments, the risks are more. Well, according to John Lintner, and most groups would benefit from investing in managed futures. And there's a lot of different types of managed futures with a lot of different risk profiles, and one obviously has to check about the suitability of the investment. But by and large, most portfolios, and especially most institutional portfolios, would gain a lot by increasing substantially their allocation to managed futures.